feel like Scooby-Doo, I fuck her like a dog. Eat the bash like Scooby snacks, then I go hard. Girl, drop your man, cause he ain't shit, I'll take you far. She drop it to it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to your girl's channel. It's your girl KJ, and in today's video I will be making a pair of pajama pants into a two-piece. So if you guys like this video, definitely like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel. You already know the deal. Alright, so I'm going to be using the fabric of the pajama pants, and I'm also going to be using my sewing machine. I'm not doing this by hand. I'm using my sewing machine, and I'm also going to be using some pins to make sure, you know, the material is stuck together when I'm sewing. And I'm also going to be using a seam ripper. I have fabric scissors, and I also have regular scissors that I'm going to be using. I mainly use the regular scissors, but I also use the fabric scissors to cut the fabric because sometimes some of the stuff was it wasn't working. So I also use black thread. I could have used white, but I decided to use black thread, and I got this from Walmart. So yeah, I also use elastic band. I got this off Amazon. I wound up cutting it in half. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. Alright, so this is how the pants fit on me. As you can see, there's space in the pants, and I just kind of wanted to fit on me. I can walk around like this and, you know, just use the drawstring, but I wanted to change these into a two-piece, and this was for a pajama party. Your girl ain't got no money, so I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and make it look cute, you know what I'm saying? So I wound up cutting this into a two-piece, and this is just how it looks on 360. You know, they wasn't flooding on me, but I just wanted to make it look cute, you know what I'm saying? Do a little extra. So yeah, I wanted to also, you know, take in the middle of the pants because this is just too far. It's too far down. So yeah, now I'm gonna lay the pants on the table and basically just flatten it all out, make sure everything is flat, smooth, ready to be able to cut. So I'm gonna cut them pretty short. I didn't want them to be booty shorts, but they kind of turned out being booty shorts. But hey, anyway, I kind of just eyeballed everything. My bottoms, I didn't measure them. I just eyeballed it. And also my top as well. So here I'm just using the fabric scissors and cutting it where I kind of want them to be. I didn't hem up the bottom of the shorts. I just let them be because I didn't care. So I didn't feel like doing all that. So once I cut one side, I flip it over, make sure the other side is even, you know, make sure they both are even. And yeah, so once I do that, I then put aside the extra fabric and then go in and start cutting the top of the pajama pants where the drawstring is and the elastic that was made on it. I'm going to cut that off because I don't want that on there. And I'm also going to cut the sides as well. So yeah, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. If I'm explaining it correctly, I hope I'm explaining it correctly. But if not, just kind of look at it and imagine I'm doing it correctly. So yeah, just go ahead and watch me. I'm gonna stop talking. If you see a little light-skinned baby behind under in the background, don't mind him. He's just playing with his toys. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead and watch me. I'm not gonna talk that much. So yeah, but I will pop up every now and then. All right, so like I said before, once I cut the sides open and cut extra fabric off of the pants / shorts that I'm making, I'm going to go in and sew those two sides back up. Alright, so once I'm done sewing each side of the shorts, sealing them up together, I'm going to go in and put my elastic band on. And I'm using this elastic band. I got this from Amazon. I'm just going to measure a piece of elastic around my waist where I feel like my short's going to be. So I'm going to measure that off. I'm not pulling at the elastic. I'm actually just holding it because I don't want it too tight. So I wound up measuring it to basically eyeballing it and cutting it from where it stopped. I did do an extra little, extra band. So I probably did like a 1/2 inch over. That way I can kind of see what I'm working with. So I do that. I wound up cutting it, and after that I'm going to go in and start cutting the elastic in half because my elastic is not going to be that big. So here I'm just showing you how the elastic will be sewed onto the shorts. And I will, like I said, I will cut this in half because I'm not going to have my elastic be that big. So I'm just going to cut this in half. And then I'm going to go ahead and start sewing the elastic down. I also wanted to tell you guys, when I sewed my elastic to my shorts, I wound up sewing the top of the elastic to the edge of the elastic. I want to explain this try to explain this real good. So the end of the elastic, at the edge of it, and where the edge and the shorts connect, I sewed it right there. I didn't sew it in the middle. I didn't sew it on the other side. I sewed it real close to the edge, and I used a zigzag pattern, a loose zigzag pattern. That way the elastic can stretch while I put my shorts on and off. You know what I'm saying? Because you need that stretch. You don't be using no straight stitch. I mean, you can, but I wound up using a zigzag. So as I sewed the elastic onto my shorts, I wound up pulling my pajama pants, not the elastic. I wound up pulling the pajama pants and just gently laying the elastic on top of it. And this is how it came out. It came out real good. Like, this is my first time doing this. I was like, ooh, okay. So once I did that, I felt like I was doing good. Okay, I'm on the right path. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold the pants, the top of the pants where the elastic is. I'm going to fold that down, and then I'm going to sew on the edge of the where the elastic top and the pants meet. So basically, you can see, if I'm explaining it horrible, basically you see what I'm doing. So basically, I want to just make sure it's straight and start sewing the rest of it down, and boom, we got you some shorts. Okay, we got you some shorts, baby. All right, so I am done with the shorts. I'm going to go ahead and put these to the side, cut off extra string that's hanging, turn them inside out, and just put them to the side. Then we're going to go in and start working on the shirt. But as you can see, it looks really good. The stitching looks really good. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to be taking that extra fabric that we had left over from the pants, and basically I'm just going to be cutting them open on each side just to see how much fabric I have that I can work with. So once I do that, we're going to go in and get the tank top that we want and see what we can work with, because this was not a lot of fabric that I could use. I wound up having to get some fabric from over here, a little bit over there to make my tank top, because it wasn't a lot. Like, I don't know if I could have did it differently. I probably could have, but this is my first time doing it, so I was just using the fabric that I had. All right, so right here, I got my tank top. I wound up cutting it in half. It was a longer tank top. This is basically a crop top, like a bralette. I'm gonna go ahead and cut around this tank top, and I'm gonna do a front and a back, and I will show you how I did that. So here, this is the back, I believe, and I'm just gonna cut maybe 1/2 inch away from the tank top all the way around. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna flip it over, flip the tank top over, and do it on, do the top, cut out the top on the other fabric that I have. Okay, so for the people in the back, this is the back of the top. For the people in the back, yo, y'all can hear me in the back. This is the top. I mean, this is the back of the shirt. And now we're going to do the fronts. As you can see, the back and the front is totally different. The back is a little bit higher than the front. So we're just going to do that. Okay. And I'm going to get the other fabric. And yeah, so once I cut out the front, we're going to connect the top and the sides of the shirt. That way it could be now a tank top. So we're going to connect those two at the top and also the sides. So now I just cut out the front of the shirt. This is going to be the front of the shirt. And I have the back already cut out. So now I'm just going to go in and sew up, like I said, the top of the straps and both sides. And then I will be done with the top. We're going to put wrong sides together, right side together. So this is the back. We're going to put them together, right sides together, and this is the front. As you can see, the front has a lower neckline. So now we're done with the shirt, and I'm just gonna turn it right side out. So now we have this shirt, and I'm gonna just be a little fancy, just a little extra, and I'm gonna put a tag in the shirt. All right, y'all, so this is the final look of the shirt. If y'all want to know what this is, I went ahead and basically kind of put DIY my tag, my own clothing tag. So I just took some of the fabric from the fabric, and I just cut it out, and then I put an elastic behind it. That way, I don't know, I guess I could see it. I don't know, I really didn't need it, but you kind of know what's the front and what's the back. So yeah, that's cute. I thought it was cute. So yeah, I did that, and the top is done. So now we could just go ahead and try everything on.